Welcome back to the PowMr channel. In this video, we will walk you through the display screen operation of the POW-ELITE 10.6KW all-in-one solar inverter. After powering on, the home screen displays 5 data sections: utility and generator information, PV input data, battery status, load data, and inverter operating status. You can tap each icon to view detailed information for that section. At the top left of the home screen, the current data and time are displayed. On the right side, icons indicate Wi-Fi communication status, BMS communication status, smart meter connection status, and whether the buzzer alarm is enabled. Tap the settings icon in the upper right corner to enter the main settings menu, which includes 6 sections: Generator setting, output setting, battery setting, advanced setting, grid setting, and generator setting. In generator setting, you can configure the system time, screen sleep time, choose whether to mute the buzzer alarm, and enable or disable the overload bypass function. Next, enter output setting. Here you can set the output voltage, output frequency, operating mode, output source priority, as well as the on or off schedules for total AC output and second AC output. You can also configure second output operating duration, second output cutoff voltage, battery voltage for restoring discharge to the second output. The output source priority includes 2 modes. As UB mode, the battery acts as backup power and has the lowest priority. As BU mode, utility power is used as the last option, maximizing battery and solar usage to reduce electricity bills. Time duration for total AC output on or off defines when both output 1 and output 2 are allowed to supply power. The inverter will only provide output during this time window. Time duration for OP2 on or off sets the time window during which the second output is allowed to operate. The starting period for OP2 limits the continuous discharge time of the second output. Once the preset time is reached, the second output will be forcibly turned off, regardless of whether the cutoff voltage is reached. Low DC cutoff voltage on OP2 defines the battery voltage at which the second output will shut down automatically. Battery redischarging voltage OP2 sets the restart voltage. Once the battery voltage rises above this value, the second output can resume operation. Now let's move on to battery setting. Here you can select the battery type, including AGM battery, fluided lead-acid battery, custom lead-acid batteries, and several lithium battery protocols. To enable BMS communication, simply select the matching lithium battery protocol. Charging source priority setting includes 3 modes. Solar first means PV is prioritized for charging. Utility charging is used only when solar is unavailable, even if solar power is insufficient to reach the maximum charging current. Solar and utility means PV and utility can charge the battery together. Utility power supplements charging when solar is insufficient. Only solar means battery charging is strictly limited to solar power, regardless of solar availability. Maximum grid and solar charging current are adjustable from 10 A to 210 A. Maximum utility charging current are adjustable from 2 A to 210 A. Maximum generator charging current is used to set maximum charging current from the generator. CV voltage and floating voltage defines constant voltage and float charging levels. If BMS communication is active, these values will automatically follow BMS parameters. Activate lithium battery when power on is designed to recover lithium batteries that have entered protection or sleep mode due to deep discharge or long-term inactivity. In this case, the inverter supplies a microcurrent to activate the BMS and safely pre-charge the battery until it reaches a safe operating level. Battery load cutoff and recharging setting includes four thresholds: stop and resume discharge when AC input is unavailable, stop and resume discharge when utility power is available. With BMS communication, these thresholds are set as SOC percentages. Without BMS communication, they are set as voltage values. Maximum discharging current in hybrid mode limits battery discharge current during hybrid operation. Because this function involves grid interaction, users are not recommended to configure it independently. All grid-related settings must strictly comply with local grid regulations. Time of use setting allows two charge and discharge schedules. Enter advanced setting, where several key parameters require password to be changed. The default password is 40. Reset to default restores factory settings. Erase all data log clears all generation records. Solar priority determines whether solar energy is prioritized for charging or load supply. External CT enables an external CT for zero export to CT functionality. Touchscreen calibration adjusts touch sensitivity. Local changes prevents modification of critical settings. Change admin password allows you to set a new password. In grid setting, wide AC input defines the acceptable input voltage range. Appliance mode allows a wide range from 90 V to 280 V. UPS mode limits the range to 170 V to 280 V for higher power quality. Reverse LED calibration is used to calibrate the reverse power indicator on a meter. Earth LED calibration is used in scenarios where there are specific regulatory requirements for the Earth indicator on a power meter. All grid-related parameters should not be adjusted by users and must strictly follow local grid compliance requirements. Finally, let's look at generator setting. If a generator is connected, this section works together with the inverter's dry contact function to manage generator operation. Generator on voltage sets the voltage or SOC that triggers generator startup. Generator off voltage sets the voltage or SOC that stops the generator. Generator charging setting enables or disables battery charging from the generator. In dry contact setting, if set to disable, generator operation depends on the dry contact status. If set to enable, generator operation is controlled by the voltage or SOC threshold defined above. That concludes our overview of the POW-ELITE 10.6KW all-in-one solar inverter display operation. We hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching and we will see you in the next video.